official. The diesel sucks. Got another adventure underway. Brad and his wife Regina from Trail Recon are taking us on a tour of Onion Creek. Sean from the Storytell Now is hanging out with us.
All right, let's do this.
And Nate from Dirt Lifestyle.
Radio check.
And Mike from Marlin Crawler with the slowest Tacoma out there following us today. So
since the Broncos come out, should they start doing, like, instead of it just being like tire size requirements for trails, should they have like tie rod diameter requirements?
We're gonna go check out some of the awesome scenery around here, and I'll show you guys some of the rigs because Brad's got his 392 here with a custom exhaust from Magnaflow, and you gotta check out Nate from Dirt Lifestyle's Tacoma that he just finished with this crazy box on the back of it, and maybe we can get Mike from Marlin Crawler to show us his super slow Tacoma, because he's got 3 transfer cases in it, he said. So the trail we are on is Onion Creek, which is up to the northeast of Moab, about 20 minutes north. And it's supposed to be called Onion Creek because there's a lot of sulfur in it, and it doesn't smell very nice. But this is a rated 2 trail. So you could come up here in, I think, any stock Jeep, or Sean's got a stock Bronco. And we've got our rigs, which are probably way more than we need to be up here. But it's supposed to be just a really nice looking trail, lots of great scenery around it. So we're gonna make our way up through it and get to the top and grab some lunch, and we'll do a little walk around with some of the rigs once we get there. I think we've crossed the most water crossings so far on this trip, so nothing too deep, but you know, about a foot or so that we've been going through. But it's nice to get back to a little bit of water and a little bit of mud, so I think we're gonna have to hose the Jeep off before we head home. We're heading home tomorrow. This is our last run of the trip here in Moab. Cool rock canyons and stuff all around us. White powdery substance that's kind of coming out of the rocks.
All right, guys,
and the
I have
sides.
the answer. It's more boring than you thought. Salt? It's sodium. It's salt.
So there you go. The white stuff that's lining the edges of the rivers and the sides of the hills is sodium or salt.
Man, I'm glad I didn't study geology.
We're just talking about how the as we get further up here, the creek gets a little smellier and smellier, and even it's called Onion Creek, but it's definitely more of a sulfury or egg smell to it. You can kind of smell it in the air as we drive through the canyon here. Top of the plateau here on the Onion Trail.
You may want to hang out up there. There's a bunch of side-by-sides coming before you make the turn.
And we're just gonna make room for these side-by-sides coming through here. Some of these have the wheelbase length of the Jeeps. Just a cool experience to bring you guys and get down here into Utah and catch up with some other channels that I'm sure you guys are watching Trail Recon and Dirt Lifestyle, and obviously you watch the Storytell Now if you're been a subscriber here for a long time. But it's kind of weird, we just came over and crested this hill. I feel like we're back in British Columbia. We got snow-covered mountains and pine trees all around us. There's so much diversity in the environment around Moab, and we're just kind of following this trail along. It kind of loops back around to the Onion Creek entrance. I think when we get to the bottom, we'll stop and check out the rigs we're with and see what everybody's favorite thing is with each of their vehicles. if you come up to Cairn Point and stop there, there are actual dinosaur tracks, and the sign said they were from velociraptors. So man, I don't know what they were doing up here, how many hundreds of thousands of years or millions of years ago, but they're quite distinct. Those are some of the deepest, most shown dinosaur tracks that I've ever seen, which was really cool. I couldn't talk to you when I was out there on that bluff though, because the wind was just so much. But and I definitely didn't want to get too close to the edge of that cliff because the wind was going in the direction off the cliff. We're gonna head down and hop out, and I'll show you the rigs, and we'll talk to Nate and Brad and Regina and Sean before we wrap up this video. All right, guys, we have come down out of the mountains and we find a nice little spot to stop and pull over. Let's take a look at some of these rigs and check in with each of their owners and see what they think and what they have to say about them. Well, I won't tell you any more about the Eco Diesel. You guys know all about that, but Sean's hiding in his Bronco. Sean, how's the Bronco going?
It's bronking.
This is the first trip that I've really been on with you with the Bronco. How has it been treating you? How's it going?
Been treating me good, Casey. It's
Yeah.
been treating me really good.
What do you like about the Bronco over the Gladiator?
I like how it scrapes on the bottom every time I go over anything. That's my favorite part. But no, it does really well. I've really been enjoying the adaptive cruise control because it's like basically
That's great for off-roading.
self-driving on the highway. But if we're talking off-roading, I mean it's handled everything I've thrown at it. It's basically a 3x3 because it's always on 3 wheels.
The tricycle Bronco.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, it's going good. You did great. And I mean, we went down that trail in the last vlog, but we went down that trail and I mean, you followed me almost everywhere. We only had to pull you off that one obstacle.
Yeah, I got high centered once, but that's because it's not lifted yet. So
Yeah.
once it's lifted, it's on 37s. I mean, I can't imagine it having any problems. I went over some crazy rocks and stuff on the trail we went on yesterday. My tie rods aren't bent. They look straight as far as I can tell.
But
Man, Bronco's doing
it's good.
good.
It's good.
I
Two
love it.
thumbs up for the Bronco.
2 thumbs up for the Bronco.
All right, let's move down the line here. We got a yellow 2-door JL. Do you want to be on the video?
Sure.
Okay. So this is Regina,
Hi.
who's you may have seen on Brad's channel, Trail Recon. And how is the 2-door treating you?
I love my 2-door Jeep. It
Yeah.
is the best thing ever. Well, you saw I just whipped around, did a U-turn in the middle of the street.
You didn't have to go into the ditch at all to turn around. So what's your favorite thing about your Jeep?
It's fun to drive.
It's fun to drive. Well, I like the color. It really looks good on camera. It stands out.
And it's solid yellow.
Yeah, it's
Rooftop,
great.
fenders.
Well, I had a lot of fun wheeling with you, and we're gonna
Thank you.
go down the line because we got a couple beasts here we gotta check out. Nate.
Couple beasts.
So if you guys have ever watched Dirt Lifestyle, we have Nate and this taco project that has been going on for a little while.
Taco Supreme.
Is that what you're calling it? Do you have a
I have
name
no
for
idea.
it yet?
No, I don't. I don't really name my rigs. I'm just not creative enough. But
Fair enough.
there
but
she is. We could call her Rock Lobster because it is red.
I do
And
like Taco Supreme.
It is a cute little song from the B-52s. So
So-
Rock Lobster. I don't know.
How?
Taco Supreme.
Taco Supreme.
Yes.
Taco Supreme's pretty good.
There it is. You should
Sometimes the name just happens.
So tell me a couple little things about your Taco Supreme here.
Well, you know, it gets groceries fine. It drives like a Camry on 38s, but looks a lot better than that.
It looks awesome going down the road, and you've replaced the whole box back here with something custom.
Yeah, so I chopped off 18 inches, and I've been working with a company called Bone Customs for about 10 months. They made like overland trays, and we wanted to work together, but I'm like, think smaller, dude, think smaller. And so we put this together, and then when they called me, were like, would you be cool with doving it? And I'm like, hoorah, we did it. And then, so the topper is basically just an iCamp Mini, instead of like a tonneau cover, something like that. I wanted this to be something that can be like a Swiss Army knife. So it's not a great camping rig, but it's a really good camping rig. And it's not a great rock crawler, but it's a really good rock crawler. And so this is the best averaging of the two worlds that I'm passionate about that I've built so far, and that is rock crawling and camping.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of kind of both hobbies, right?
Yeah, we're almost at 10,000 miles on the old gal, so
It looks good. I gotta say, like the bed replacement on it.
This is actually a Prius with a body swap.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a Prius with a body swap.
Well, I had a great time wheeling with you today and going out and seeing this thing on some trails. It was awesome.
It's we finally did it. You know?
Yeah, I know. We've been stuck in Canada.
We live 2 hours from each other. We had to come all the way down here to finally do this.
Yeah, so Nate just lives in Washington State, just south of us, and with the border being closed for almost 2 years, it's been hard to get together and do anything. But
yes, it has.
Finally made it happen in Moab.
And now I'm an honorary Canadian. That's great. So,
yeah, you gotta get the right lingo.
I drink maple syrup every morning for breakfast. What else do Canadians do? Ride mooses to work? Whatever you guys do. I don't know anything about the country.
You should have an igloo on the back here.
Right on, man.
Cool. All right, and then we got to check out the 392 Wrangler. This is Brad from Trail Recon, if you don't know.
What's up, guys?
And we've got your 392 Wrangler here.
Before we talk about the vehicle, can I just say something for a minute?
You bet.
I'm going to throw you off key here for a second. It's the first time I've wheeled with Casey, and let me tell you guys, he is exactly like he is on camera. The nicest guy. Sean and Casey,
well,
awesome guys. Great being out here with you guys. It's been a blast. Nate, he's okay, but I've wheeled with him before.
Well, thank you, Brad.
This is the Jeep Wrangler JL. It's a 392. I've only had it for about 6 weeks, and then so I've only done a little bit to it. But I put a little bit of 3/4 inch spacer so I could fit the 37s underneath, and then I ripped out the back seat and threw all the goose gear stuff in, and now I just step on the gas and smile.
I know, and I think we'll have to start this up and rev it before we finish off this video. But I really like the gold accent with the wheels to match the 392 gold accent on here. Yeah. And I'm a little jealous that you got the red because I really wanted a bright color for my JL, but they get so scratched up on our trails, and that's why I went with white. But my other red JK looks like it's matte red. So it's finally I've gotten to see some 392s. We don't have any 392s in Canada yet, and you guys have had them for a little while, and I'm jealous that you got one.
You want to drive it?
Really?
Yeah.
I think we have to take Brad up on
this
opportunity. Okay, let me get my GoPro real quick. But why don't you start it up and we'll hear it, and then we'll take it for a rip.
You can drive it.
Wow. Brad's gonna let me drive his truck. Oh, the pop! That sounds so good. Now that's not the factory exhaust, right?
The factory exhaust does sound pretty good, but this is a MagnaFlow exhaust, and so it actually adds about 18 horsepower. But the cool thing is that you can still use the performance valve, so I can still quiet it down when I drive into the neighborhood.
Right, so you don't wake up the whole neighborhood coming home from trips and stuff. Man, that sounds good.
It's got a good little
got a little pop to it as well. So, okay, let's go grab the GoPro, and obviously we're going to show you guys driving the 392. All right.
Yeah. Do we need windows down? I think so.
Windows down, maximum sound.
And air.
You rolling?
Rolling.
All right. So this thing, when it starts up, that sounds good. The hood looks different too.
Yeah, that big scoop.
I am super excited to take this for a drive. This was unplanned. Brad got me out of nowhere, but we will take this for a little boot down the road. Oh, that is so okay. I like the Eco Diesel, but that, wow.
Step on it, Casey. Let's go.
We won't be able to hear anything. Okay, that is gnarly sounding. I'll slow down. I want to hear it accelerate one more time because this rivals the Corvette for exhaust notes. Okay, we won't do anything too crazy. I don't want to mess with Brad's truck, but that was about 3/4 throttle.
That was pretty good.
I am super appreciative of Brad letting me take his 392 for a little rip down the street.
What do you say we just keep going?
Just keep going.
I think we're gonna steal Brad's 392. Brad, sorry, we'll see you back in town.
One more quick one to let you guys
Floor
finish
it.
up. Woo!
Did you see the gas gauge go down?
Yeah, I think I owe Brad about $20 just going down the street. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, on that exhaust note, we're gonna wrap up this week's video. Go check out everybody's channels. We'll put the links down in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe because we upload every week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. That is...
It's not like a regular Jeep.
No,
No.
that's addictive. It's like you put my Corvette and a Jeep together in one.
It's a muscle Jeep.
Even from the
Shoot.
passenger seat, I was like, oh, this feels so good.
This is gonna be really tough going home and figuring out what the next Jeep is gonna be.
Come on, your diesel's pretty good, dude.
I love it. Man, I appreciate that
Of
so
course.
much. That is so awesome.